Hi guys, welcome back to my TikTok or YouTube. I don't know where I'm gonna upload this, but I'm not even gonna say that I don't know who this is for because I know it's for me. So I just feel like this season the attack is on my identity and just nje or Sinazo. Because tell me why all of a sudden, and when I say all of a sudden, I don't mean by all of a sudden. I think I started noticing Lendo last year. So I've always been Umtu who's I've always been confident. I've always been bubbly, outspoken, not like in a confrontational way, but I've always been outspoken. I say what I feel. I'm confident. I get along with people, all of that. But I don't know, but yeah, anxiety around people, and I feel like I think it probably started around 2022 because then I started noticing Bible the and by anxious around people, and I don't speak as much and I don't show up how I would usually or normally show up to izinto. I noticed my confidence is starting to like decrease or deplete kancane. And I started noticing I'm shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And I just feel like it's like right now, I think namhlanje or something, it just hit me like into the attack is on your identity. Attack is on your identity. Because Sana, not to be cocky or considerate or anything, but una I know I am that girl. I'm that girl. And go into engincedayo ba ndibe nala energy ba me that girl kaloku sweetie pie. Ileba I stay in my lane. I will never compare myself like ndifune into yakho. Yeah, it's nice. It would be nice to have it, but andizufa. I know that ikhona into eyeyam. And that's good for you, but eyam into ikhona somewhere God is gonna like bring it. He's gonna make it come to pass in a way. Yeah, and I noticed by no no honey. Airtech sweetie pie is on your identity. The enemy is literally trying to make you shrink to a point where you start experiencing izinto that aren't even God ordained for you because of izinto ozivayo nozibonayo, because that whole thing of not being confident now and like shrinking back and all of that, that is not of God. That is not of God, because now anxiety, depression, low self-esteem is going to start creeping in because of what the enemy whispered to you, what planta is seed, and now izokwenza a home kuwe. So I remember this scripture that Sarah Jakes Roberts always shares. It's 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 5. 80. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. And listen, like zonke zinto, like all those thoughts that I am now recognizing by Azizozam, because first of all, shrinka at the first sight of into not being into that I would usually go for. Like it's like every time I'm taken out of a comfort zone yam okanye, every time dizodibana nabantu who I feel are very influential or above me, I start to shrink. But Dala, I'd be like, I'm just so glad to be in the same room as these people because of all the things that I can sponge. Also, not in a parasite way, but like, when you are surrounded by people that are here, go away, and you're just excited to be in the room because you can sponge off in knowledge yabo and the experience, and you just value as a zindo. And I started noticing, bye, Sana. Kusiak hectic because now like I shrink. I don't want to ask. I don't even want to be in the room that sometimes has been God ordained for me. So namhlanje, as I was walking to go get a taxi to go to this like meeting that I was looking forward to, and like I've had anxiety about it. Kudala ndine anxiety. But now, as so I prayed, and then ndaphuma, and I love gay walks to a bus stop. I was just like, Bawo, lithini kanene izwi lakho? What does your word say? And literally, we demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God. Literally, like all onke lamazi ba no kaloku, it's not this, you are not that, what, no. I demolish those thoughts, and I need you to demolish those thoughts too, because the fact that now you're starting to think that you're not enough, now someone else can do it, now kwatintini, that is the devil in hell trying to partner up with you. But I'm hoping you don't realize the potential, Yako, because if you ever do, if you ever realize, you are that girl, you are that guy, hell knows, aina option but to flee, because your life is not just a coincidence. Your life, ubombako, you were not created here to be a baddie or to bully people or whatever. Your life is not a coincidence. And if the enemy will plant seeds zakhe apha engqondweni ba no, you're not enough, no, you can't do this, no, people are gonna say, wow, hey! We demolish as a thoughts, because as a resemblance. So after the meeting, I was like, okay, the worst part is over. But then I still had Lando that was lingering. Bam. Hi, sweetie. Khona into ezina. And then I called a friend of mine. Ndamfonela. I was like, yo, did you ziva elhlobo? And zaqala ezazinto zoba, yo, what if the way andibeke kwindlela ngayo wancheka fast in a hurry ba ungabe saqala noqala. And I'm probably going to put this page up, because damthumelela le page while I was reading incwadi yami, damthumelela le page, and I was like, it reminds me of yena ne. And I think a part, like after ndimxelele yonke lento, but this is how I feel like I'm not enough, I feel like I messed up here and there, whatever, one checker, fast. And then the part that also speaks a lot in that moment, galento ayithethileyo ithi apha ne, when you walk into the space, you have to make a decision within yourself that no matter what happens, you will not allow the outcome to take away from who you are and all the hard work you've been doing. And also, can I just say the importance of having people that speak life to you? We thank God for connections that speak life into ubombako and the road or the path or the destination that God has for you. I just had to run out of breath. I had to run out of breath and just share that. But we have to stay demolishing the thoughts that are not godly, and they have to come into submission to what Jesus Christ and God says, because Usatana would love nothing more than to see you shrink. No, sweetie, there's more to your life, and you cannot afford no, not this year. If anything we are doing, it is face Goliath like we own him, because we do. Anyway, I just had to vent for like 10 minutes. Anyway, bye. And please just take your time and read this.